Hello and welcome to our channel, Quest, the Search for Truth. And in tonight's episode we're joined by a very special guest, psychic and physical medium, Andrew May. Hello Andrew.
Hello Jude.
Now tonight Andrew, we're going to be discussing the pendulum. So let's start by telling everybody out there, what is a pendulum?
Right. A very simple question, Jude, but a very important question. And I'm a great believer in everybody's search for truth in their life, of keeping things simple.
Right.
Don't complicate what is never meant to be complicated in life. Pendulums have been used way back in Roman times and Egyptian times. Some of those pendulums would have been stones tied on pieces of string.
Okay.
In the here and now, people, pendulums can be many things. My pendulum, and the one that I enjoy working with, is a piece of crystal amethyst.
That's a lovely purple amethyst, isn't it?
Yes, as you can see, it's on a chain that allows the crystal to swing back and forth. As we shall talk about that later when we talk about how to use a crystal.
Is it important which crystal you use, or can it be any crystal? Is it just specifically one that you're drawn to, or can it be any crystal?
This is just one of my pendulums because I picked it up and I was drawn to it.
Okay.
Now, when I say that, it's not that you get a spiritual flash in the sky and think, oh yeah, there's a bolt of lightning looking at that crystal.
Pick me.
Pick me. But sometimes it is like that, because you pick up a crystal and you think, yeah, this seems great. I link with its energy.
Yeah.
And this is what happened to me with my amethyst.
Okay.
I actually have about 4 or 5 different pendulum crystals which have been linked to me and drawn to me personally.
Yeah.
I have a rose quartz one, I have a tiger's eye one, I have a clear quartz one.
Does it have to be a crystal then?
No, it doesn't. You can actually use a piece of string with actually a nut on the end of it.
Oh right, okay. So it really can be
anything. A necklace of a loved one.
Yeah.
In a heart shape.
Because I've heard of people using wedding rings and things like that. Is that true?
The travelling community
Yeah.
and some cultures would use a wedding ring on a piece of string or a chain to actually get answers about the pregnancy of a person and the sex of a baby.
Oh, I've heard that.
Yes. This is how a pendulum works.
Okay.
For me, personally, I find it very useful to have a simplistic pendulum board. Not that I've bought, I've just printed it for free off the internet.
Okay. So this one has got a few words on it.
It has.
So
yes. No. Rephrase the question.
all right, okay.
And that's very important.
Yes.
How you actually phrase the question.
You've got to be specific then.
Yes.
Well, Andrew, I'm going to test you now.
Yeah.
Okay. Now,
this is going to be interesting.
Something in my hand, hidden away in my hand. So
Oh.
let's try it out and see what the pendulum says.
Let's see where we go with it, Jude.
Okay. So I'm holding something in my hand. Is what I'm holding in my hand animal?
See where it goes?
Oh, it's starting to move.
I think that's a definite
That's a no. Is the object I'm holding in my hand a vegetable?
It's not happy with you.
No.
Look,
it's
you're taking the
definitely
mickey
a no.
out of it now.
It's definitely a no.
Yes.
Which is
Look
also
at that. It's a
true.
very strong no, that is, Jude. It doesn't like that. Well, it does, but it's...
Is...
No, just calm it down, Jude. Just
leaping ahead.
I'm not touching it. I'll just leap ahead if you want to, but the crystal will always find a
reset.
balance and get back to its baseline energy.
Okay.
Go on then.
Is the object I'm holding in my hand mineral? Ooh, it's going to yes. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Wait for it to stop. There goes Jen Jude.
Okay. Is the object I'm holding in my hand pink? Yes.
Is that right?
It is right.
Good.
Okay. So is it practical, mystical, or something important to me?
Ah, hello, Jude. I've had 3 questions there, folks, but we shall see what happens. Is
Sorry.
it practical? Is it mystical? Or does it mean something? If that was a psychic reading, Jude, you'd be charged 3 times then for 3 lots of readings. But never mind. Let's just concentrate and see where it goes.
That's too many questions.
Yes.
Yes. All 3?
Does that make sense? That it is mystical? That it is
Yes.
practical?
Actually, that is true.
And that it does have some meaning to you?
Yes, it does. That's really interesting. This is really, I've not told Andrew what this is, so this is really interesting actually. It's a rose quartz skull.
That's lovely. Can I have a look at that?
You can.
Thank you.
Let me show everybody
Wow.
as well.
Look at that, folks. That is a beautiful rose quartz skull.
Okay.
Thank you, Jude.
Show you. So there it is. You can see that. Rose quartz is my favourite crystal. And
Yeah.
I'm sure it's lots of people's favourite crystals as well. I do like virtually all crystals, but rose quartz, I'm so drawn to it. I really do love rose quartz. And it is practical because I find it really useful well, we could talk about crystals anyway, can't we? But I find it very useful for me for like grounding energy as well.
Yeah.
And it is mystical because it's a skull.
Point taken.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks for that.
That was really, thank you, Andrew. That was really interesting. So tell me, how is it working? How does it work?
Some people would make you believe
Yeah.
the way you work with this crystal pendulum is to be connected to a force outside of you that is greater than you.
Yeah.
That is on a higher level than you. Almost like a spiritual level.
Right.
And in order to get that to work, they would say you need to be connected to that level.
Right. Almost like a meditative state.
Yes, go into a meditative state, do ritual work before answer. No, don't get me going about cleansing. That is another issue in itself. Ask questions about that.
What's the other theory?
The other theory, which is a very interesting theory as well, is that the energy that the pendulum uses, and I'm going to swing it now, back and forth, that way, so this is Andrew May's energy.
Okay.
Is to do with the core energy of the earth.
Right.
And the magnetic pull of that energy.
So like biomorphic fields or things like that. You know, people talk about ley lines and the pull of the earth itself.
Yeah, that's a very interesting, and that is what it's about. But yeah, dowsing is very interesting.
Yeah.
Because earth is full of natural lines of energy.
Yeah.
Which are ley lines.
Yes.
And the pendulum might pick up on that natural earth's energies. Okay. But then there's a third if you're interested. And if you're interested, folks, another third.
What's the third one?
The third one is the use of a pendulum, and it moves, again I'm swinging this, by actually picking up on a person's natural energy.
Okay.
And the very, very subtle energies of the subconscious mind.
Right. So it's kind of picking up my own thoughts to the answers to the questions that I was asking.
That's right.
Right. So to conclude, Andrew, what we're really saying is that people should go and find out more for themselves.
Yes.
Yeah. So go and try out the pendulum. Try it out for yourself. See what you think. Like Andrew said, you don't need a fancy board, do you?
Not at all.
You just go and print off something from the internet. Create your own board, in fact. Create your own piece of paper.
Very interesting, Jude.
And see what it does for you. Have you used a pendulum? Let us know. Let us know the results. Have you had a pendulum reading? Tell us. And in the meantime, hopefully we'll see you again on our next episode. Bye for now.